Okay, so looking at our gearbox, this is kind of what your final one should look like. Notice how each of them have spaces so that it doesn't shake around too much. Our top part here, you notice I've got a little bit of tape. Just masking tape is perfectly fine. If the fit is a little bit loose, because I need to be able to slide this guy out nice and easily. Now, the problem you'll have is if you've got too much wire at the bottom of that, so that should be flush at the bottom. So you can see this one gets a bit fiddly to try and pull out. So you want to make sure that before you start and glue that in, that wire is level at the end. I hope you can see that. So that needs to be cut off, and so there's only 3 mils after the end of that. Okay, but otherwise, if we have a look through, the key things that you want to consider as you're putting this together, as I said already, you've got a nice fit. Ideally, you don't have extra pieces of the wire sitting off. I've got my long axle up here ready to be able to add my turbine. I can always cut that off if I need to, depending on whether it's a Wex or a Hex. I've got my extension here to be able to connect to my my water pump, so I can again trim that down exactly what I need as I get through to it. But you can see each of my gears I've got connected through, and so they're stepping up out of the way. So as I spin that, you can see them going through, working nicely. So ideally, you want to make sure that each of these are glued on nice and flush. There's another video that I'm going to make that walks through the process of me putting it together. It will be sped up a little bit, but making sure that the gears each sit on nice and flat, and you don't put glue on the actual teeth of them. Otherwise, it's going to be quite tricky, and it will have some sticky spots and sort of bits that it catches, because obviously the less friction we can have through this process, the better.